Super Dance! Ow! Ow!
What's my pizza?
Hey, calm down. Now, we all know my dad can totally beat up your dads. He's super strong. Really strong. He's the strongest dad in the world. Well, he doesn't look like it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Just this morning, he saved the world 60 times. No, 90 times. Maybe even 11 times. We were flying around, and we were like, whoosh. And I was like, yeah. And the people were like, what? And we were flying around, punching sharks in the face. And there were some bad guys. And no, they were robbers. No, wait, they were robots. No, they were aliens. Robot aliens. And they were stealing all the ice cream. And they were there, they were there, and they were like, oh my god, it's really awesome, Dad, man. And my dad was like, hey, you stop that. And the bad guys were like, oh no, he's too awesome. And they exploded, and candy went everywhere. Yeah, my dad.
I've seen my dad do better. My dad is an actual legit superhero. In fact, I heard my mom on the phone talk about this one time. The bad guys took over the entire world and enslaved the human race and stuff. And, like, everything was busted and stuff. And then the bad guys called my dad up while he was on a super awesome vacation. And then they said, yeah, we have taken over the entire world and have enslaved the human race. And, oh, and we have taken your girlfriend, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then my dad was all like, grrr, and the bad guy was all like, yeah. And then my dad got so mad he drove his motorcycle to the other side of the planet where the bad guy's hidden base was. And then he found it, and then he drove it to the entrance where there was this door, and it was huge, and it had like 1,000,000 reinforced high-tech security reinforcements. And then it had 1,000,000 trillion zillion guards, and guys on jetpacks, cameras with lasers and all that stuff. And then my dad fired a nuke at them. And when my dad entered the complex, he went to the 500th floor, which was at the top. And when my dad reached the top, he busted down the door. And then my dad was all like, grrr. And then the bad guy was all like, yeah, how'd you get in here? And then his girlfriend was over like some kind of acid pit or something. And she was all like, well, she said a lot of bad stuff. Anyways, my dad got super angry, and then he punched the guy in the face, and then he made him cry. And that is how my dad saved the world. Or was it the girl first?
That's nothing. My dad's the greatest dad ever. He's got this super awesome jetpack that fires water and lets him fly through the sky. And he has this awesome armor suit made of titanium alloy. And then there was this one time where all these fire monsters were burning everything, lighting everything on fire, and they were like, raw. But then one was like, oh no, what's that? And, oh, it's my dad. And he was like, stop, I will defeat you. And then he used his cannons to use these giant water blasts, and the fire monsters were all like, ah! And the water was like, and then they were like, and then he got a medal from the city. And that's why my dad's the greatest dad in the world. Jimmy, get off the desk.
My dad is the darkest road ever existed. My father is a bringer of destruction, the conqueror of kings. My father is Dr. Malvolio, the greatest sorcerer in the world. My father is deceptive.
Mama, out.
He's merciless.
Excuse me, sir. Could you spare some change?
And he's just plain evil.
Yes, the world is mine!
So your superhero dads? Yeah, they're pretty much doomed.
That's nothing compared to my old man. My dad ain't no sissy superhero. He's one of the most feared supervillains of all time. My dad took what everyone threw away and replaced its own limbs with machines he built himself. He made a junkyard into his own fortress of doom and built an army of robot slaves. He blew up banks, libraries, dentists, rainforests. No one could stop him. He even...
Isn't your dad in jail?
But they didn't catch him. He surrendered. It's all part of his most brilliant plan yet. He's bidding his time there. When your mamas drive you home today, just think who might have made the license plate on your pretty little car.